Very good morning, children. Hope you are all fine and fine at home. Today, I will come you all last session of your class for the second lesson, Laws of the Motion. Before entering into the today's content, let's recapitulation of previous classes. What we have discussed, we have completed the Newton's first law, which is related to inertia and mass, and the same way, Newton's second law, finding out the momentum, and F net, total net force acting on an object, and the Newton's third law, where actions equal to minus reactions. That means equal force will be acting if any two objects will be striking each other. All these we have discussed, and the small content is reminded back about the momentum. Today, with that, we will finish of the class. Today's topic is conservation of momentum and impulse. Conservation of momentum and impulse. Today's our topic is conservation of momentum and impulse. Before entering to the topic, just I want you give you an arrangement showing here exact shaped PV pipe. I have opened it place in this, and I have arranged like this on the same particular height. Its width is 3 by 4 inches, and I have length. I have taken hardly 3 feet. I have placed a few marbles in down position, and I made a few of the marbles to move from one more position. I named this part A and this is part B. If I have rolled a marble to flow in the pipe from part B, it strike a marble in the part B. What will happen for the marbles? And in the same way, I decrease the marble of number of marbles here. Previously it's 5 or 3. I will keep 4 marbles, and I will place part B marble these in this particular position, and I will allow it roll down. What will happen for the remaining marbles? If I do like this for this answering these questions, we must come to know one example here. In this slide, I have taken two objects of different masses. Let the mass of the object, first object is m1, and the mass of the second object is m2. Let it be moving with velocity u1 and second one velocity u2. As these are both are moving in same line, they have been collide at one place, and here if u1 is greater than u2, then after the collision, this collision will long last for a very short time. Let the time be t for which they have been collided. After the collision, let their velocity v1, mass m1, and v2 for the mass m2. And here before momentum they are traveling with some initial velocities, and after once the collision have been happened, they are moving with different velocities. Then we have to calculate what is the momentum of these marbles before and after the collision. Here is a slide showing you in a tablet from about the momentum of the marbles before and after the collision. This is the momentum of the marble 1. Before the collision, it is m1 u1, and for the marble 2, it is m2 u2. Momentum of the marble after collision is m1 v1, and marble 2 is m2 v2. Change in momentum delta p. What will be the change? For the change in momentum of marble 1, it becomes m1 v1 minus m1 u1. That is the thing which I have given here. And for the marble 2, m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Then the next rate of change in momentum, that is the delta p by delta t. Already I got the values of delta p. I substituting it down. Just I will keep delta t. That means how much of time they have taken for the position. By placing this, we getting the values of delta p by delta t. Here once after having the tablet from according to the Newton's third law of the force, the force exerted by two objects always it will be same but they will be opposite direction. That is the which we have learned by the Newton's third law. Explain the Newton's third law. F12 equal to minus F21. F12 in the sense the force applied by the second object on the first one, and F21 means the force applied by the first object on the second object. By substituting the values, already we know F net equal to delta P by delta T. I have substituted the first, then after from the tablet I came to know the values of delta P by delta T and what is the value of delta P2 by T. These are the values which are in the marble tabulation form. See here, same values I have substituted here by after solving it all. That means after cancelling by the T and after taking the negative signs, total sign, that sign you will be getting the values m1 v1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. From this we will define of conservation of momentum means in the absence of any net external force on the system, the momentum of the system remains unchanged. A system is said to be isolated when net external force acting on it is 0. That means a system is there unless a net external force act on it. Whatever the momentum is there before same momentum is there, it does not change. That is the laws of conservation. Laws of conservation momentum, nothing you will come and whatever is there, it doesn't go away from. That is mean by conservation. In your lower classes also you have studied about the conservation. The conservation of soil protecting in the same way, conservation of momentum in the sense whatever is there before at the system, it will be there afterwards also unless in external force was act on it. If external force act on it, then only the chance of change in the momentum. From the above examples here, what the total momentum is unchanged before and after collision. In the same way as I have shown you apparatus in the first slide, what is if you allow one marble dropped from part to B or one marble lifting part to B, the total momentum of the marble doesn't change, it will be same. That's why you said to be isolated. Also, when the net external force acting on it will be 0. Few more examples about this we will discuss now. Did you ever heard if your person is jumping from a particular height on two different floors? One is a concrete floor, another one is a cushion floor. In these two cases, which case you will be hurt? Surely our answer will be on a concrete floor. If you jump on a concrete floor, suddenly he will hit the concrete floor and he will be hurt. But he jumps on a cushion floor, his body he will not be hurt. Why? Was the reason? Why? Because on the cushion there is the chance of extension of time for his body to come to rest. Is it or not, children? Yes. If your body falls on a cushioned object, then surely it don't come to rest. All of you sudden it will take time again. It will little bit move again. It will come down. These all or will be happen is it or not? And one more example from your cricket. You will be loving you watch the cricket. Is it or not? Yes. In the cricket play, few see the fielders. If you clearly observe them, once they are catching the ball, which are hit by the ball, that's batsman they will move the hand. they will swing the hand in the same direction of the movement of the ball. You will be observing it. Why? What is the reason why he is making his hand to swing little bit in the direction of momentum of the ball? Even though they have catched, it means the if the ball hits his the hand of you, sudden his hand will get hurt. For it making if not to happen, a simply what is doing is increasing the time of the ball, making it to come to rest. Then the impact of the ball on the hand will be little bit less. Is it clear for you children? These are all the daily life activities which will be taking here. That means the rate of change of momentum also will be less, so that the force of impact on ball on the hand will be reduced. Here, if you drag his hand little bit more, what will happen? The force of impact on the ball on the hands reduced. Surely that means the rate of momentum, change of momentum because less. If the rate of change of momentum is more, then surely it will hit very strongly. Whenever it will become less, only it will reduce the impact. How you can reduce it? By swinging and making it to whatever object is to making it to come to the rest by taking a longer time. If you are taking shorter time, surely it will hurt it more. One more example I want to show you, and further here is the for male based by on the formula. I am telling you F net equal to delta P by delta T. This is the Newton's formula which we know already by placing the delta P1 this side and making this smoothest. Next slide, the formula will become like this. The delta P equal to F net into delta T. From this equation, you know the product of force and interaction time is called impulse of net force. Impulse is equivalent to the change in momentum that an object experiences during an interaction. Always the impulse gives you the change in momentum. How the momentum have been changed that an object experiences during its interaction. That is said to be the impulse force. For this, one more example. I want you show you. Here is an egg. I have taken an egg. Don't do this in your homes, children. Just see it. I have taken an egg and I have dropped from my hand on the floor. It dropped surely. This is the case. What will happen there? Is it or not? See here in this slide. These are all called cushions. I have taken one cushion and on this I made the egg to form. Will the egg break? No, the egg doesn't break. Why? Because the cushion will make the egg come to rest little bit time longer. It will take. That's why egg doesn't break. Did you understand, children? Here I have shown you a formula. F net equal to delta P by delta T. Here even though in these two cases delta P same, in this case this is also egg which he made it to fall down, and this is also case where on the cushion I will make the egg fall down. In these two cases also delta P same in both cases, but the magnitude of net force which is acting an egg, it determines whether egg has to break or not. The same reason the fielder also there, if he catches the fast moving cricket ball by pulling his arms back, then he doesn't experience the impact that much fast rather than if he catches it very fastly. The impact will be very strong. But at the same time, after catching the cricket ball, if he pulls his hands back, the impact of the ball of the total momentum of the ball will be reduced by that the impact also be coming down. Did you understand, children? These are all the general examples which will be happening around us, which will be calling it as impulse, which depends on F net, that the time if the object what it will be taking to comes to rest, whether it taking too short time or more time. If it is taking too short time, surely the impulse will be more, and the effort acting on it will be more, and again it will hurting it more. If the time duration of the time extend, then the effort also, the time and the impact of the object will be very less. Did you understand, children? And with this we are closing our lesson, laws of motion. And these are all the fielders. We will be catching the ball. Here I am giving one more example. Slide once. One more slide. Once after catching the ball, they will move hands that side or this side. If you clearly see, you will be observing it. Okay, thank you, children. And read your textbook carefully and clearly. Today, the last part, if your lesson, read last part. This is a last part. If your lesson, read. If your textbook, and I have you given an assignment from your textbook itself, is here. Here is a slide showing you arrangement. Do it in your homeworks books. Thank you, children. Be safe, children. Thank you, one and all.